Hi, welcome to a special edition of Rural Roots Canada. I'm Craig Luster, getting to the STEM and meat of agriculture. We are at the Advancing Women Conference in Calgary. We'll be speaking with a number of the speakers, including Jennifer Christie from John Deere and Farm Credit Canada's Sophie Perrault, and checking in with a couple of participants about the conference. So without further ado, here's Eric with Jennifer Christie.
So can you describe for the viewers what the atmosphere is like at the conference and how much energy there is for it?
The atmosphere at Advancing Women is exciting. There's lots of women here that are working in the industry, and the opportunity, I think, to come together and meet other women from different sectors of the agriculture industry is a very exciting opportunity. It's not something that happens all the time. And I think for a lot of women, it's an opportunity to recharge and re-energize. There's lots of opportunity in the agriculture industry today, and to be able to step away from our day-to-day jobs and connect with one another and talk about that opportunity and our own potential as leaders in the industry is very exciting. My advice to young women starting out in the agriculture industry is to take advantage of all of those opportunities when you can get out and meet other women and really other people in the industry. Those networks, the industry is very small, and so those networks become very valuable throughout your career as you advance. Also, I think sometimes as young people we're scared to get out and be seen in the industry, but that's really how you make your mark, and people take notice of that. So I think taking advantage of any opportunity to come together and learn, and then ask questions when you have questions would be my advice for young women in the industry today. These kinds of conferences are very valuable. Not only is there the networking that happens at them, but I think for a lot of women it's very empowering to hear the experiences and stories of other women in the industry and find out that some of the challenges that you might be facing yourself are shared by many other women in the industry. And so I think for me myself, that's been a great confidence booster to hear other women's stories, and as I talk to other young women in the industry, that's what I hear, is that those stories and hearing about those experiences are very powerful. Probably the biggest takeaway from my presentation is to own your career path or own your life choices. Ultimately, that what you decide to do with your life or with your career, that's up to you. And so being able to make the right choices or make the choices that help you accomplish what it is you want to do, nobody else can do that for you. So take it by the reins and own it for yourself. So I think the Advancing Women Conference is so important because although there's many opportunities in agriculture for us to come together and talk about the industry and share experiences, I think it's particularly important for women to be able to do that because we are such social people and we do learn from each other's stories, and there's not a lot of opportunity for that today in the agriculture industry. Often for a lot of women, especially if they're producers, they may be one of the only women in the room when they go to an agricultural event, and so not only is speaking up a challenge at times, but even to have somebody to connect with and share your experience and talk about your challenges can be a daunting thing. So I think Advancing Women provides that opportunity, and again provides an opportunity really just to network with others across not only your sector but across sectors in agriculture, which is also a fairly uncommon. Yeah. So especially today, social media is used so heavily in the agriculture industry, and I often find at conferences like this, that's when you actually get to put a face to the Twitter handle or somebody that you've met on a Facebook group, and it just makes that connection that much real, and I think that's really powerful. With there being more and more women in the agriculture industry, these are also the opportunities to connect with potential mentors and leaders in the industry. So I think that's why networking opportunities like Advancing Women are very important. Well, if I have to choose one word to describe the atmosphere here, I think I'd pick motivating. I look around and I see a lot of women who are eager to learn, share experiences, and connect with each other. So it's great to be here. I think I would tell her that the opportunity is to develop friendships, learn, and get inspired by amazing women in this industry who have different backgrounds and different perspectives on things. And I think I would also share with her that it's a great opportunity to share experiences and realize that we often face similar challenges and that we're not alone. And I know that I take a lot of comfort in that. I think an event like this really creates a sense of community, a feeling that we're all in it together. We all play a role in an industry that's filled with opportunities and incredible people. And so I think that we can all benefit from sharing and hearing positive stories about working in this industry. I know that for me, coming to a conference like this reminds me of how grateful I am to be part of AG. Thanks for asking. I think I would like them to remember that they should believe in themselves, know that they're good enough, and that they shouldn't be afraid to fail. That's how we learn. And so take some risk. Sometimes an idea doesn't need to be fully baked before taking that first step. So experiment with it, try it out in a smaller scale. It's that kind of courage that has driven incredible innovation and positive change in our industry.